How you doing tonight?
All right, how are you?
I'm good. So, before we get started, where you originally from?
Arizona.
Arizona. Okay. So is that so how did you start your following and everything like that, as far as modeling?
So I've always been super self-conscious of my body. I've always covered up my body for like my whole life. But I got into photography and I started helping other people build their confidence.
Okay.
And they were kind of like, "You're a hypocrite because you're telling us that we're beautiful, but you cover up your body." So what I did was I started this Instagram anonymously,
Okay.
and I would post like faceless body photos and stuff like that. And then the more I realized that, people did like my type of body and were happy to be represented by somebody that looks like them, then I started doing it with my face and making it my brand and stuff.
Okay. So the following just came about as far as everything else, because it's a big following. Like you have a lot of followers.
I honestly don't know how that happened. I do photography for a lot of plus size models and just older models or people who don't typically fit the standard beauty definition, and they all promote me and post their photos with me tagged in it. So maybe that has to do with something.
Okay. So far as have you done any work besides like, or is it just IG?
So I've done a little bit of work with a couple of brands, not much because that's not really my focus.
Okay.
I'm more of a photographer and an artist, so I like working for myself. But here and there I'll get paid for more. What I get paid for mostly is more like kink work or like sex positive stuff. So like just like promoting. It's not necessarily for brands, but it's just like for photographers that want to hire to build their portfolio and stuff like that, but also want to promote body diversity and stuff.
Okay. All right. So what's far as like you say you do photographers and everything like that for yourself. How about like what's like any other business ventures you had done far as photography, or is just it always been independently?
So I do. Sorry, my
It's okay.
eyelashes bother me. So I do art and I do website design and I design logos and stuff for people as well. So I'm trying to get into more selling my designs as possibly like clothing and stuff like that. But I'm also right now launching a magazine with a couple of people.
Okay.
So we're trying to make a diverse magazine that's sex friendly and like promotes your discovering your own sexuality and stuff like that.
Okay. All right. So you far as I was wanting to ask you like you did so you shoot all your do all your shoots and everything by yourself?
No, I work with a lot of photographers, and I network with a lot of. I've been out of state a couple times to work with some people, but I do a lot of my photos that aren't tagged with photographer names are usually done by my assistant or whoever is like shadowing me and learning from me at the time, and I'll usually tag them in the photos as well.
Okay. So you only have like your IG option links, or you got, or you on like on different other platforms and everything.
I'm on TikTok, Twitter, Facebook, um, Reddit, the spicy site that shall not be named. I'm on all kinds of sites.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay. That was cool. Well, my channel is basically well, it's a podcast radio station channel also. What I do is like I interview models, photographers, actors, and everything like that. Some known, some up and coming, or some known for doing some kind of work, but they haven't like really got like a real big push. They're not a how can you say this, Jennifer Lopez or something like that, you know. But other than that, it's
Gotcha.
but other than that, it's more likely. Sometimes I do interviews for Bang Energy Drink for models and everything, and pretty much
Nice.
sponsorship offers. So I just figured, like, you know, I was like, you know what, that's that's cool. And how the way you were saying it, like it was basically like, I'm not gonna say you like self confidence or something like that, but it was like, no, it's not like that. It's more professional interview. I'm always respectful when it comes to
Sure.
interviews. So
Well, there are a lot of cringe channels on YouTube that would like to dismantle the fat liberation and fat acceptance movement and want to label all fat people as unhealthy people who are promoting obesity. So I just have to check in and make sure what type of content you make, because I've already had people use my content to try to fat shame me and other people.
ah, that's not. That's worse than cyberbullying. So I don't know.
It's so ridiculous.
Yeah. But other than that, Arizona, wow, born and raised.
Pretty much, yes.
Okay,
I've been here most of my life.
okay. So how is the weather there? Is it better than the Midwest or what?
It's the worst.
The worst.
It's good right now. Right now is a good time of year. It's starting to cool off, but it's still a little bit warm, so you could go swimming. But during the summer, the 120 plus weather, no.
Wow. I stayed out in Arizona for a year. It was in 2009, 2010. Well, a little bit over 2010, and it was Chandler, Arizona. I couldn't deal with it. I mean, it was cool. It was hot, but after a while, being from the Midwest, you
Yeah.
used to cold, hot, and then it's just all the
I
way.
can imagine.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
it definitely wasn't my cup of tea. It was nice, but it wasn't. I couldn't do it forever.
Yeah, I honestly don't know how I've lived here this long, so.
Oh, okay. Well, you kind of probably like used to it, so that's
I guess.
yeah. But as far as like branding work, you ever done any like clothing modeling?
Just for like small, local people. I haven't done, like, I've had stuff sent to me, but not like done modeling for the companies.
Okay, all right, that's cool. So how long did it take for you to get like your following up on IG? That always wondered me because it's like I just recently made a new IG, a new Instagram because I lost my old one. And I was looking at everybody following it. And Bang Energy Drink, that sent me a list with at least about 5 or 6 individuals. And nowadays and I just look at the following. I'm like, wow, 30,000 people. I was like, it's 30,000 people looking at all these pictures right now. I was like, I don't know. Yeah. So how did that started? Like, how did that begin?
I believe I've had this Instagram account since probably 2016. And I've just been building since then. It started off with just me like doing clothing reviews and like plus size, just outfits and stuff like that, and showing people where I got my clothes and stuff. And then after I did the anonymous, like, sensual type, I started converting this one to like a little bit of both, a little bit of discovering my own sexuality and helping other people realize that, you don't have to be perfect or fit the standard of beauty to discover your sexuality and feel sexy, and other people will think you're sexy too, because there's a person and a type for everybody.
Yeah, that's true. That's definitely it. Well, I most definitely will be staying tuned with you. I gotta follow you on. I don't know if I'm following you on IG, but I will make sure to start following you. what I'm doing with the podcast is like a traveling podcast. So it's like I want to be able to do like interviews far as like this right here and also face to face. So pretty soon, hopefully, in 3 months that I'd be traveling, hopefully get the chance to run into you again. So
Right on. Sounds good.
all right, and I'm definitely gonna stay in touch. I don't know if you heard of this, but Black Pyramid Clothing, you ever heard of that?
I'm not sure.
Well, they're looking for sponsorship, so I'll definitely keep that in mind. We'll keep them in mind with you. So it's like,
All right.
so
Send me some info.
all right, I definitely will, and I definitely stay in touch, and I appreciate the interview. I will be posting this.
Yeah.
We'll be posting this later on tonight, so I'll send you the link, and also.
All right. Sounds good.
All right, thank you.
Yeah. Have a good night.
You too.
Trying to take it to the top of the club.
Before I forget to just mention, my goals are something that I'm trying to make achievements. I'm tired of dying out, life ain't nothing but pain. Every time I look at differentness, I think of my name. My shit is BC, ain't nobody else like this. Come on, stop trying to check, you can't like this. I'm so overflow, I make an overflood. And that's why when I spit, I make an overflow. The verse is so real,